Chosen one, listen very carefully because what I'm about to tell you is not ordinary. Tonight is a night written in your destiny, written before your soul was placed in your body, written before every heartbreak, every betrayal, every disappointment you survived. This is the night where everything shifts. This is the moment Allah takes the version of you that has been battling, struggling, carrying silent pain, and transforms you into the version that was always meant to rise. You're not here by accident. You didn't click this by coincidence. Allah brought you here because tonight is the night He strengthens your heart, opens your path, removes your burdens, and prepares you for a level of elevation even your enemies feared you would reach. Take a breath, settle your heart, and prepare your soul. Because what Allah is about to make you become tonight will shock the world, humble your enemies, and unlock a destiny you didn't even realize was already yours. Chosen one, tonight is the night Allah places a divine shield around your heart, a protection that human words, human actions, and human disappointment can no longer penetrate. Because your heart has been wounded enough, stretched enough, broken enough, and now Allah says enough. Tonight your heart becomes untouchable except by Him, meaning the same people who once hurt you will no longer have access to your emotions. Their opinions will no longer define your worth. Their absence will no longer shake your peace, and their presence will no longer dictate your state of mind. Allah is removing your sensitivity to people and increasing your sensitivity to Him alone. He is taking the heart that used to absorb pain and transforming it into a heart that absorbs light, wisdom, strength, and serenity. You will wake up with a heart that reacts differently, a heart that doesn't crumble when someone betrays you, a heart that doesn't chase what leaves, a heart that doesn't fear loss, because it finally understands that no harm, no heartbreak, and no human can enter without Allah's permission. Tonight, Allah purifies your intentions, cleanses your emotions, strengthens your boundaries, and fills you with sakana, a divine calmness that the world cannot give and the world cannot take. By tomorrow, you will feel it, a heart untouched by noise, untouched by negativity, untouched by fear, a heart owned, guided, and protected by Allah alone. Chosen one, tonight Allah is sharpening your mind in ways you have never experienced before, because every trap, every scheme, every hidden intention that was once hard for you to detect will now stand exposed before your eyes, as if a veil has been lifted from your understanding. The confusion that once clouded your thoughts, the overthinking that once drained your energy, the doubt that once made you question your own intuition, tonight Allah replaces it all with piercing clarity. You will begin to recognize people's true motives without needing proof. You will sense danger before it arrives. You will identify manipulation without falling for it, and you will see through the mask people wear as if their hearts were printed before you. Allah is giving you a mind that is awake, alert, spiritually aware, and protected from deception. You will no longer be fooled by sweet words, false promises, or fake loyalty. Your discernment will increase so intensely that traps will collapse before they even reach you. And the same people who once thought they could outsmart you, play you, or use you will be shocked to realize that Allah has given you a level of intelligence and inner perception that makes every hidden plan powerless. Tonight your mind becomes a fortress, guided by divine wisdom, fueled by truth, untouchable by darkness. And from this moment on, no scheme, no trick, no agenda formed against you will ever succeed again. Chosen one, tonight Allah is about to rearrange your entire circle, and you must be ready for it, because some of the people you thought you needed were actually standing in the doorway of your destiny, blocking the very blessings you've been praying for. And Allah, out of His mercy, is about to remove them one by one. This removal won't always look dramatic. Sometimes it will be distance, sometimes silence, sometimes conflict, sometimes sudden disconnection, and sometimes it will be Allah shifting your heart away from them without any explanation, because He knows what you don't, that not everyone can go where you're going. Some people were draining your energy, poisoning your mindset, slowing down your growth, or secretly envying you while pretending to support you. And Allah has seen every hidden intention, every conversation behind your back, every thought they carried in their chest. Tonight, He begins the process of purification. He will detach you from the ones who stunt your spiritual progress. Remove the ones who feed your insecurities, expose the ones who use you, and distance you from the ones who pretend to care, but quietly hope for your failure. Do not chase anyone who leaves. Do not cling to anyone who pulls away. Do not mourn anyone Allah removes, because your elevation requires isolation, and your next level requires a cleaner circle than the one you had. Tonight, Allah is clearing the path ahead of you, so that when your blessing arrives, when your breakthrough manifests, when your rise begins, you are surrounded by only those who are meant to witness what He will do through you. The removal is not rejection, it is protection, it is preparation. It is Allah saying, "My servant, you are going somewhere they cannot follow." Chosen one, tonight marks a divine strengthening of your soul, a transformation so deep that even you will be shocked at how differently you wake up tomorrow, because Allah is about to pour into you a level of spiritual endurance, emotional resilience, and inner power that you never believed you were capable of holding. For years, you carried burdens that would have destroyed others. You survived moments that were meant to break you, and you walked through storms that left you exhausted, questioning your worth, doubting your path, and wondering if you would ever feel whole again. Yet tonight, Allah says, "Because you endured, I will strengthen you in ways no human can weaken." This is the night your soul detaches from the approval of people and attaches itself fully to Allah. The night your past loses its power over you. The night your heartbreaks become sources of wisdom instead of wounds. The night your fears shrink and your faith expands until it fills every empty corner of your heart. A strength is coming that will make old triggers powerless, old memories harmless, and old insecurities irrelevant. Because Allah is rebuilding you from the inside out with a light so intense that darkness cannot sit near you anymore. You will feel a calmness settling over your chest, a peace that doesn't match your circumstances, a courage that was never taught to you, and a certainty that every hardship you faced was preparing you for this exact moment. This strength is not loud, it is not aggressive, it is not ego-driven. It is a quiet, unshakable firmness that comes from knowing Allah is with you, guiding you, carrying you, and writing your story with precision and mercy. People will notice the shift in you, how you no longer react emotionally to negativity, how you no longer bend under pressure, how you no longer absorb other people's chaos, how your presence feels heavier, calmer, more stable, more grounded. That is because your soul will no longer operate from fear or insecurity. It will operate from faith and clarity. Every weakness Allah removed, every tear you cried, every pain you carried, tonight He transforms it into wisdom, patience, and spiritual maturity. You will rise tomorrow with a soul that cannot be manipulated, a spirit that cannot be dimmed, and a heart that cannot be shaken. Because Allah has strengthened you with a power that no enemy, no jealousy, no trial, and no hardship can ever take away again. Chosen one, tonight is the night Allah shifts your provision in a way that will rewrite your entire future. Because the risk you are about to step into is not the kind that comes from people, chances, or luck. It is the kind that comes directly from the decree of the Most Merciful, written for you before your soul entered your body, protected for you through every hardship, preserved for you through every delay, and now finally released to you because you have reached the spiritual maturity to carry it. For so long, you wondered why your efforts didn't match your outcomes, why you worked so hard yet doors remained shut, why opportunities seemed to slip away at the last moment, and why others advanced while you stayed in place. Yet what you never realized was that Allah was not denying you. He was preparing you. Tonight, that preparation turns into manifestation. Allah is shifting your risk from struggling to survive to being sustained with ease, from hoping for opportunities to being chosen for them, from wondering if you are enough to becoming the one people depend on. The struggles you went through were not punishments. They were purification, designed to cleanse your intention so that when the wealth, the success, the opportunities, the influence, and the stability arrive, they arrive to a heart that is humble, grateful, disciplined, and deeply connected to Allah. Tonight, Allah is removing the blockages that kept your risk stagnant, the wrong people, the self-doubt, the fear of failure, the spiritual heaviness caused by envy and evil eye, and the environments that suffocated your growth. Risk is not just money. It is clarity, peace, guidance, opportunities, ideas, relationships, health, stability, and the courage to act on what Allah places in your heart. And tonight, your entire destiny concerning risk is being rewritten. Ideas will begin to flow to you effortlessly. Solutions to old problems will suddenly make sense. New paths will open without warning. People who once ignored you will seek you. The work that once drained you will become easier, and the things that terrified you will now feel possible. You will notice sudden inspiration at night, unexpected blessings during the day, and doors opening in places you never even thought to knock. That is because Allah is clearing the spiritual pathway between you and your provision. And understand this, when Allah decides to give you risk, no human can delay it, no enemy can block it, no magician can interfere with it, no hater can reduce it, and no environment can suffocate it. Allah will send your risk through directions you least expect. Maybe a new opportunity, maybe a new connection, maybe a change in your mindset, maybe a sudden shift in your circumstances, or maybe an entire storm will break just so He can push you into the place your risk was waiting. This next chapter of your life will not be about chasing money, begging for chances, or proving yourself to people. This chapter is about alignment. Allah aligning your heart with tawakkul, your mind with clarity, your actions with purpose, and your path with the risk He has written for you. Tomorrow you will feel it. Something inside you will shift. You will wake up with a different energy, a different confidence, a different understanding of your worth. You will feel as if Allah is guiding you step by step, thought by thought, opportunity by opportunity. You will start making decisions that feel divinely inspired. You will stop forcing things that don't fit. You will stop chasing things that drain you. You will move from desperation to certainty, from fear to faith, from waiting to receiving. You are entering a level of provision where Allah makes you a source for others, where your success becomes a charity, where your wealth becomes a tool for goodness, where your growth becomes a means of elevating other souls. This is not just risk for you, this is risk through you. Tonight, Allah upgrades your provision, expands your capacity, and prepares your soul to carry blessings you once felt unworthy of. You are stepping into a future written with abundance, wrapped in protection, guided by faith, and sustained by the one who never stops providing. Tonight, your risk changes forever, because tonight Allah says, "My servant, now you are ready to receive what was always yours." Chosen one, now that you have witnessed the lessons of tonight, understand this. Everything that happened in your life, the delays, the betrayals, the hardships, the isolation, the moments when you felt unseen, unheard, and unappreciated, was preparing you for this very moment. Tonight, Allah has elevated you, protected you, strengthened you, opened doors for you, cleared your path, and crowned you with a light they tried to dim. You are no longer the person who doubted, feared, or settled. You are the chosen one, walking in alignment with your destiny, shielded by divine decree and carrying a presence that no darkness can touch. Remember, your rise is not for validation, your blessings are not for display, and your power is not for revenge. It is for the fulfillment of the purpose Allah created you for, the elevation of your soul, and the impact you are meant to have on the world around you. Tonight marks the end of the waiting, the beginning of your breakthrough, and the moment your enemies, your doubters, and the world witness the truth, that Allah's chosen ones are unstoppable, untouchable, and undeniable. Stand firm, move forward, trust your path, and carry this light with gratitude, humility, and unwavering faith, because this is only the beginning of what Allah has written for you, and the world will never be the same again.